Shalom. I want to start off by giving all praises to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakadash, giving double honor to the apostle, others, great millstone, peace and blessed brothers pushing his truth and sincerity, and Kwam Yasharala. So, brother Napash Kodash, coming to give another lesson. All right, this time talking about them MISSLESs, missiles, them ICBMs. All right, because I forget the name of it, but if you look up, it's like this American sniper. He a black dude. He claimed to be a Israelite, even though you're dreadhead, but here or there. But he claimed to be. He said his belief is the 12 tribes of Israel. All that type of stuff. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I'm talking about. I forget his name, but he was like the top sniper in his era, or he hold a couple records. So when he say stuff about war, you got to think like, well, this is a man that been to war. This is a top tier person in war. So he probably know what he's talking about, right? And the question was, do you think the United States will ever go to war with China? Right? If I could find the clip, I'll find it and I'll put it in the video. But I'm just going to speak on it for now. But the question was, do you think the United States could go to war with China? And he said the short answer is no. He said, one for one, if the United States went to war with China, all they got to do is hack our power grids. And then he said most people, they get their information from social media or the news. So the moment the power grids go out, the whole country out of loop. And he said it's pretty much over with. And then he said but if there was a war, right, if I'm not mistaken, this is how he put it, all it takes is for one person to have a power trip, whether it be the United States or China, and they're going to go to the missiles. And I said, damn, that might be how it play out. They might attack on the power grid. And then it's going to be the United States ain't going to have nothing but the missiles left in their arsenal. Because their troops ain't going to be able to communicate with each other. It's going to be all out anarchy, right? So they're going that might be how the missiles come into play. But what we do know is the missiles are going to, however they come into play, they are going to come into play though. This is Revelations 11:14. The second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. The woe right here is talking, the word woe means death and destruction. And the first and second woe, all right, is an equivalent to the world wars. The first woe is World War I. The second woe is World War II. All right. And it's called that because during the World War, the whole world, all you saw was death and destruction. Cities getting besieged and ran down and conquered, and that wasn't nothing but 100 years ago, really. Because World War II wasn't even 100 years ago. It was like 80 years ago. World War I probably was about 100 years ago now. And the thing about, that's why I said it coming quickly, because what's 100 years to the Lord? All right? And when you think about all of history, what's 100 years really, though? Like, that's not that long ago. That's like one person lifespan. There's people still, if I'm not mistaken, there's people, it's a stretch, but you do have people still alive from World War II, right? So it's some people out here that didn't live through World War I, World War II, and not so much World War I, but World War II, and they're going to see World War III. It's not that long ago, all right? This Revelations, I think this is what I wanted. Revelations 9, verse 15, it say, and the four angels were loose and were prepared for an hour and a day and a month and a year for to slay the third part of men. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. So that number would be 200 million. All right. And this ain't literally talking about horsemen. Because just to break this down, it's actually talking about the missiles, but it's talking about the warheads on the missiles. So it's going to be 200 million warheads, not 200 million missiles, and not 200 million horsemen. All right. Because I saw somebody trying to break this verse down on a YouTube short, and he was saying like there's going to be an army of 200 million soldiers, and we don't that can't be talking about right now because we don't have an army with that many people in it. That ain't talking about real people. That's talking about warheads specifically. That's going to be carried by a certain amount of missiles. All right. It say verse 17, and thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them being breastplates of fire and jakeness and brimstone, and the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of the mouths issue fire and smoke and brimstone. And that's how you know he's talking about a missile, because he said the head's a lion. What do a lion head look like? All right, it's got the mane around it. When you look at a missile, all that smoke behind it, it looks like a mane. That's why he compared it to a lion. All right, because it got that same type of that abstract shape behind it, right? It say, and out of their mouths issue fire and smoke and brimstone. When you think about a missile, right? And every missile you see, it's a trail of fire. Then after, it's a trail of smoke. That's how we know this talking about the missiles. It describes a missile. You can't say it's an airplane because airplanes don't shoot fire out. All right, because you'll have a nigga say, well, that's talking about an airplane. No, airplanes, you don't see fire behind airplanes. All right, that's talking about a missile, a ICBM, intercontinental ballistic missile. All right, Jeremiah 50:14, and put yourselves in array against Babylon. Array is a war formation, right? It's how you set up your soldiers against Babylon round about. Babylon is also known as Babylon the Great, the daughter of Babylon, Mystery Babylon, which is AKA the United States. All right. In this particular chapter, Babylon is talking about the United States. It say, all ye that bend the bow, shoot at her, spare no arrows, for she have sinned against the Lord. Ain't no bow and arrow that can shoot from Russia to America. Ain't no bow and arrow can shoot from China to the United States. Ain't no bow and arrow from there's no country where they have a bow and arrow that can shoot from their country all the way here to the United States. It's talking about a missile. Why? Because when you look at the way that a missile moves, it moves like the form of an arrow. When you look at an archer, go watch an old warlike movie. Go watch an ancient world warlike movie. They don't shoot it directly at you like a gun. They aim it up in the air a little bit. They pull back and they release. And then shoot up and the gravity bring it down and it hits you. That's just how these missiles work. They shoot the missiles up into the sky. If you peep in all movies, they don't just shoot sideways. When you actually watch the movies, and if you look, and now you ain't gotta watch them, you can look it up. It's not just movies either. If you look up how a missile move, it kind of move in if you know what a parabola is, that type of shape, or a U shape. You know, it go up and then it go back down. All right. So that's that bending of the bow. And the reason why it's about to get hit with all this, people hear about United States getting hit with missiles. What did we do? What was so great? What? That's the answer. They stuttering at the tongue and shit. But the reason why is because this place sinned against the Lord. The Lord said, don't do X, Y, and Z. They made X, Y, and Z the popular thing. So you want to know why? Look around yourself. Oh man, I dare you. Just go read one chapter of the Bible. And I guarantee you could walk through America and see them breaking that. Whether it be a rule, a statute of commandment, they intentionally break it here and they intentionally push it to be like this amazing thing. And you wonder why the Lord wanted to destroy this place. It say verse Jeremiah 50:15, shout against her round about. She have given her hand, her foundation are fallen, her walls are thrown down, for it is the vengeance of the Lord. Take vengeance upon her as she have done, do unto her. So all this that America did to the saints and to the rest of the world, hey, the Lord gonna destroy this place the same way. And this place gonna be destroyed piece by piece. It's going to be destroyed in 1 hour by Yahweh Shah when he come back. But before Yahweh Shah said, would be if it already be kindled. So it's already going to be down there destroyed before he come back. Like I said, we might have the grid system down. Ain't going to be no Wi-Fi how it is now. Ain't going to be no luxuries, no comfortability here. The fish gates, like I think that's Zephaniah 1 out. The fish gates going to be closed. So all your coastal things. All right. Them walls they're using to keep the immigrants out, they gonna be using it to keep you niggas in. Right? This whole place gonna be destroyed. It's gonna be destroyed piece by piece though, and then it's gonna be completely wiped off at the end. All right. And another quick point I want to make, because it say vengeance right here. That scriptures talk about how vengeance is of the Lord. That's why we ain't trying to ride around taking America down, because we know what's prophesied. You got niggas who really think they could take America down. Simple ass niggas, man. But the thing about it is the Lord said he gonna take it down. So if you think you about to take America down, you calling the Lord a liar. You yourself are not about to do it. The Lord is about to do it. All right. But I'm just throwing that out there because I was thinking about that. Just simple niggas and simple videos that come out, you just gotta fucking correct them sometimes. But I'm gonna get one more and go back into this job. I'm gonna get this Isaiah 24 verse 10. The city of confusion is broken down. Every house is shut up that no man may come in. So this place gonna be how the hood look, how the treacherous, most messed up part of the hood. That's how this whole place gonna look. You gonna be driving through downtown. It's gonna be boarded up windows and fucking trash cans on fire. It's gonna look like the fucking Purge movie. You gonna be like, damn, this used to be the nice part of the neighborhood. Ain't gonna be no more nice parts. Everything gonna be shut up. All right, verse 11. There is a crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. And basically, that's like the actual wine right here is talking about wisdom. It's talking about the wisdom of these scriptures, right? So you're going to have people wondering, well, what's going on? Why is all this happening? Why is it gloomy in the sky? Why? Hey, they're going to be looking for answers, and they ain't going to have them in that day. But also on a literal note, people is going to want literal wine in that day. Because ain't going to be no, man, it's stressful out there, man. I need to go to the grocery store and get me a bottle. Ain't going to be no grocery stores open in this time. So on a literal sense, too. But like he said, all joy is darkened. Ain't gonna be no more happiness out here. Ain't gonna be no more Edomites taking a jog down the block during Jacob's trouble. It's gonna be too dangerous. Niggas ain't gonna stand on the block and smoke blunts and cigarettes all day because it's gonna be anarchy out here. It's gonna be hell. All right. It said the mirth of the land is gone. We witnessing that now. You check these holidays out. I ain't seen too many Christmas lights up the past couple years. I ain't seen too many trick-or-treating bowls of candy out. This place, the mirth of this place is going down by the day. All right. They ain't even, these niggas, I seen a post, a nigga said, did we celebrate Easter this year? I said, damn. I ain't seen the Easter post all year either, matter of fact. Call loyal. These niggas, they ain't even doing what make them so-called happy. Yeah, because the mirth gone. The Lord taking the spirit off of Babylon the Great. This ain't Party City no more. This inflation, motherfucker, this is hell. Your eyes have been awoken to this. Verse 13, when thus it shall be in the midst of the land among the people, there shall be as the shaking of an olive tree and as the gleaning of grapes when the vintage is done. So in our law, you have, it's kind of like our welfare system where basically the gleaning of grapes is where if you have somebody picking grapes, right? What they would do is they pick them off the vine or whatever, and whichever ones hit the ground, they leave for the unfortunate, the poor, the needy, right? So the gleaning of grapes is the people that come through, they glean it, they get everything up off the ground. It's nothing left, right? So that's how the scriptures compared America to be the gleaning of America, as you could say, because ain't going to be nothing left. It's going to be swept up by them ICBMs, matter of fact. But I hope that was edifying. I want to give all praises to Yahweh Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakadash, giving double honor to the apostle, others, great millstone, peace, and blessed the brush pushing this truth and sincerity and Kwam Yasharala.